Hi, today we are going to see about the ion exchange process. The ion exchange process is one of the external conditioning method. We know already what is external conditioning. When we treat the water out of the boiler is referred as the external conditioning. The ion exchange process also coming under in this. With the help of ion exchange process, we can get demineralized water. Let me explain what is demineralization. When we remove both the cation and anion from the water, is referred as the demineralization. So with the help of ion exchange process, we are getting demineralized water. In this water, there is no anion, there is no cation. So to proceed the ion exchange process, we require resins. Now let us see the property of the resins. The ion exchange resins are insoluble at nature. They are cross-linked and then long-chain organic polymer with microporous structure. The second main property is the functional group which is attached to the chain is responsible for the ion exchange properties. It contains two resins. One is the cation exchanger, another one is the anion exchanger. The cation exchanger contains acidic functional group. The acidic functional group exchange the H plus with the other cations, and then the basic functional group are in the anion exchanger. The anion exchanger contains basic functional group that exchange OH with the other anions. As I have said earlier, the resin has been classified into two types. One is the cation exchange resins. They are strongly acidic and weakly acidic cation exchange resins. And then the second type is the anion exchange resins. They are strongly basic and weakly basic anion exchange resins. This is the apparatus of ion exchange process. In this, we are treating the water and we are treating the hard water and getting demineralized water. Now let us see how we are getting the demineralized water with the help of ion exchange process. In that, we have taken the hard water. The hard water is passed over the cation exchanger first. In the cation exchanger, there will be cation exchange resin in the middle of the cation exchanger. When we pass the hard water over the cation exchanger, there will be exchanging properties. There will be exchanging reactions. So the cation exchanger traps all the cations over there. So at below we are getting the cation free water. The cation free water is directed to the anion exchange resin. There all the anions trap over the anion exchange resins and we are getting the demineralized water. So the final water does not contain any anion as well as the cation. And then if the cation exchanger is exhausted, we can regenerate with the help of acid. So the cation exchange resin will get regenerated with the help of acid, and then the anion exchange resin, if it is exhausted, that can be regenerated with the base, that is NaOH. With the help of NaOH, the anion exchanger get regenerated. Now let us see the equation. First we are going to see the reaction occurring at the cation exchangers. Already I have said the cation exchanger is represented as RH plus, and then already I have mentioned that there will be exchange of H plus ion in the cation exchanger. So the water containing hardness causing ion pass over the cation exchange resin. There will be exchanging reaction, that is the resin will trap over the cations, so it will become R2Ca2 plus. So this will become resin, calcium 2 plus ions, and then there will be formation of 2H plus. So this is referred as the cation free water. The cation free water is passed over the anion exchange resins. So there will be removal of anion with the help of resin. So at last you will get the demineralized water. In this water there will be no anion and then there will be no cation. If the cation exchange is exhausted, it will be regenerated with help of dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4. So look at this. If the resin is contain only the calcium 2 plus, that is referred as the resin get exhausted. So the exhausted resin added with the dilute HCl or H2SO4. So it will get regenerated and it will become 2RH plus. So the resin is in this state, the resin is get regenerated. And then if the anion exchange is exhausted, we will regenerate with the help of dilute NaOH. So resins contain sulfate ions, that is referred as the exhausted state. When we add OH along with that, it will become ROH minus. So this form is referred as the regenerated form. So when the resin is exhausted, we will regenerate it with the help of dilute NaOH. So the resin become ROH. So now it is ready to exchanging. Now it's ready to proceed the exchanging reaction. Now let us see what are the advantages of it. The process can be used to soften highly acidic and alkaline waters. And then with the help of ion exchange process, we can produce low hardness water, that is 1 to 2 ppm. The treated waters by this method can be used in the high pressure boilers. And then let us see what are the disadvantages of it. The setup is costly and it uses the harshly chemicals. And then the water should not turbid, and then turbidity level should not be more than the 10 ppm. This is the disadvantage of the ion exchange process. Thank you.